So you have to understand there's a lot of things you cannot say, you cannot do because you're not rich. And the reason I tell you this is because look at the banks itself. They will steal billions of dollars off of people. And the only punishment is that they have to pay back $5 million. How is that a punishment? Because banks literally have unlimited money. They have unlimited money. When you have trillions of dollars in assets, you think they're worried about a $5 million lawsuit? Especially if they stole billions of dollars already? So in sense, big institutions, big banks, they don't have any punishment. They live with no punishment in this world because they have so much money. Right? But the punishment and the law was made to control the poor people. Right? The same way back then, if you got caught with weed, you do 10 years in jail, in prison. Why? Because they don't want you to see you do great. They don't. Right? Because if you're not great, they can control you. They can go tell you, go take 5-6 vaccines. It only makes sense. Right? Because if you want to stay working in this job, you need to take a vaccine. Because I don't want you working in this job unvaccinated. So what are you going to do? Take the vaccine. Even if your mind is telling you and your thoughts are telling you, I do not feel safe taking this vaccine, your employer says, take it or leave. You don't remember in New York that was happening and they were losing so many firefighters and people in the army and police officers? Because these people, and even doctors, people in the medical field were like, I'm not going to take this vaccine. I believe it's not safe. And there was a group of people that are not brave enough. So they said, you know what, I'll just take it. Because I have to pay my bills. Because you weren't financially free. And that's why I tell people all the time, being prepared is your most ultimate gift. Because now you could be prepared for any attack that the Matrix does on you. Right? Because if COVID 2.0 comes out soon, are you going to be prepared for it? Or are you just going to listen to everything they tell you to do? Because you got to remember, when COVID was around, it was a complete power trip. You think these billionaires were out here being compliant to every COVID regulation? You think they imagine if a billionaire walked into a restaurant and the restaurant owner told them, put on your mask before you sit down. You think the billionaire would put on their mask? They wouldn't, because they're a billionaire, right? They don't need to. So while you're a laughingstock to these billionaires, they're enjoying life, especially during the pandemic. So that's why I tell you, you have to be prepared for the next COVID run, because that could come at any moment, just like the first one did. And a lot of people will lose their business. A lot of people will be left without money. So be prepared. Work on yourself now. Build yourself. Make sure to exercise. Be strong. Make sure not to stop eating the fast food. Stop eating that fast food, because you never know. COVID 2.0 comes out and the fast food are gone, and your mind is so stuck on fast food that you're literally starving and depressed and anxious because I need sugar. I need the fat. Start training your mind to eat, and start training your stomach to eat less. That's super important. People don't even know this, but it's super important to train your stomach to eat less. Because you never know, COVID 2.0 comes out and the supermarkets are empty. What are you going to eat? You didn't even train your mind enough to eat one meal a day. To eat fruits that you can plant. Right? So these are the things you got to be training for. To be mentally strong, because those that are not mentally strong, they will not survive. I'm telling you now, they will not survive. Because the world is going to get harder for the average person. Because being average is not enough anymore. You have to be better. Right? And I don't want to see anyone left behind. I want to see everybody make it. Especially if you have the will to be better. And if you have the will to be better, you can do better. You have to tell yourself that you deserve better and that you're at least able to do better. Because a lot of people say, you know what, being a millionaire is impossible. Look at this circumstance that I live in. You can get through anything. There's nothing that you can't get through. Tell me one thing that you can't get through. You're alive. That's the hardest possible thing to do. To wake up every single day is the hardest thing to do because people die every day. You're alive. You did something that's literally very difficult already. Right? Because I'd rather struggle now, live 5 years of complete struggle, exercise every single day, eat good every single day, work hard every single hour, than to struggle for the rest of my life. That doesn't make sense to me, to struggle for the rest of your life for eternity. Why not just struggle 5 years now? So for the rest of your life, you're chilling. Doesn't that make more sense to you? But people want to be living up in their 20s and 30s. Nah, go work, go make it. You got this.